Hi, I'm Tim Tuller, Canon for Music at St. John's Cathedral. I'm just going to say a couple words about the music for this Sunday, the 31st of December, New Year's Eve. This is actually the first Sunday after Christmas, and of course in the Christian calendar, Christmas is not just a day, but a season that lasts 12 days until Epiphany, January 6th. And so we will be sticking to the Christmas theme in all of our hymns and carols and choral pieces that we're doing. Our offertory anthem this Sunday is an arrangement of the well-known Christmas carol, Good King Wenceslas. And it's an arrangement done by a contemporary, 20th century Australian composer named Malcolm Williamson. And it's a very ingenious little arrangement that he did. It's for choir, organ, and two soloists. One soloist takes the part of the page in the story, and another soloist takes the part of the saint. It's a soprano and a bass. And you'll hear these soloists sort of interacting with the choir in different ways. The tune, the well-known tune, stays pretty much at front and center the entire way through, but he does some really interesting things with rhythm and harmonies. And at some point, the harmonies become downright jazzy. It's a very interesting and creative arrangement. My prelude and postlude this Sunday are actually from the same collection. It's from a collection known as the Orgelbüchlein by J.S. Bach, and that basically translates to Little Organ Book. And this is a collection of choral preludes which were designed to cover the various aspects of the church year, the various seasons of the church year, etc. And as I mentioned before, a choral prelude is basically any piece that's written for an instrument that takes as its main melodic material a hymn tune or a chorale tune. A hymn and a chorale, we basically use the term interchangeably. There are tunes that are designed basically for congregational singing. And Bach had intended for this collection to be 164 choral preludes that would cover the entire season of the church year with all the major feast days and all that. But as it happened, he only ended up with 46 choral preludes in the collection, and that's how it was published. And interestingly, it's one of the few of Bach's organ works that were published during his lifetime. Very few of his organ works were published during his lifetime. This is one of them. The chorale tunes, some of them would be familiar to us today, and some of them are even in our hymnal, 1982, but a great many of them would not be familiar to modern Episcopal congregations, and these are two examples of that. The opening prelude that I'm doing is based on Der Tag der ist so Freudenreich, or Oh Hail This Brightest Day of Days, and it's a Christmas chorale, or it would have been known as a Christmas chorale in Bach's time. And the final voluntary is a choral prelude on In dir ist Freude, in thee is gladness, or in thee is joy. And that was a chorale tune associated with the new year. So I always try to program that as a postlude on the Sunday nearest New Year's. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.